Hello and welcome to Real Day Trading. Hope everyone had a good day. I will briefly go over our 5K challenge. So as many of you know, Thursday morning, it was bleak. We were down to $135. Things did not look good. Then, all of a sudden, NVDA came alive, and now here we are. On Monday morning, we had roughly 800. This morning we were at 1,000. Now we're at 1,300 or 1,295. So we have 1,000% increase from Thursday, a 25% increase today, and a 25% increase also yesterday. So piece by piece, we are building back this account. If we can manage to get to 10,000, I'm not saying we will. That is the goal right now. If we do, I want all of you to remember this challenge. Remember how it went from $125, $135 up to 10,000. And then once you're at 10,000, obviously you can go to 20 and you can go to 30. That, yes, having a bigger starting balance makes it easier. It's obviously a head start. But having a small balance, and I agree, 135 is ridiculously small, but having a small balance, $1,000, $2,000 in your account, that should not be what's holding you back. Mindset holds you back. Having the learned skill, and I say learned skill, it's not like a talent, inborn talent here. It's a learned skill, is important. Those two things matter. Those two things will help you build an account. And hopefully this challenge will be some inspiration for somebody, somewhere, somehow. Anyway, here we are. Here's the account, right? Okay. So first thing we did is we got rid of the VXX calls. Why'd we do that? That seems stupid, right? Because look at VIX. It just went up all day. If I would have held those two calls, that would have been even more profitable. They were profitable, but that would have, we made another $200 if I held it. I dropped them because they served their purpose. Their purpose was to protect against a huge drop down. Just in case there was some news overnight and we woke up this morning and SPY was at, 425 or something. So it served its purpose. And that was it. They were gone. Could have held them, but I wanted the capital. Why? Because first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to see what NVIDIA was going to do. And took a look at NVIDIA. Here. We bought back the short call, the 260 short call for 93 cents. We took a $3 loss on that one, right? And let's take a look here, NVIDIA. So I buy that call back right at, let's see here, it was 639, so 939, so right here. Then I start seeing, NVIDIA is not really lighting the world on fire today, is it? I could have held it, but the market's been unstable. NVIDIA is not showing relative strength here. There's a risk this thing could drop down to 230, 232, and our option's going to lose all of its value. And that's exactly what happened, by the way. NVIDIA dropped. So I decided I'm going to get rid of NVIDIA, which is what I did right here. Sold it for $450, and we took a total of a $35 loss on the spread total, right? And we pretty much made up for that with the VIX calls, which is where we made like $65 on the VXX calls. So we're up a little bit here. Then I decided I wanted to replace it, and I wanted to replace it with something that had just incredible relative strength. Obviously, the thing that was popping on everyone's scanners, I hope, was Lockheed Martin. I mean, it just sounds like an ominous company, doesn't it? It's like Lockheed Martin. And, well, at least it does to me. You can see this thing has just been I mean, look at this. War is treating this company well. So I took a 455, 465 call debit spread on this. I took it when the stock was down at, let's see here. When we got Lockheed Martin call, it was at 10:03, right? So at 10:03, and that would be right around here. It was close to 450. So now we're at 456. We're past our 455 call, and hopefully this will be a nice win for us. This could be $1,000. I think I have actually two of these, right? Do we have two? Let's take a quick look and see if we have two. Oh, we do. Okay, well that would be $2,000. If Lockheed Martin can get over 465 and we can just hold this until Friday, great. The only problem is any sign that there is a reduction in fighting, this is going to drop. And we don't want to root against reduction in fighting, like de-escalation, but this stock depends on escalation. I'm just going to look at it as I'm looking at a bunch of candles here and hoping that it goes up. It's that kind of detachment, I'm sure, that causes much of the amoral behavior in the world. But for us, we're just trying to win a damn challenge. Okay. What else did I do? I did some spec calls on IQ. $5.50 calls. It had really good response to earnings, and I do like to put in these accounts these type of spec calls because they're not that expensive, right? It's 20 cents a call. You can see here if IQ can get through its 100-day moving average at 595, there's a lot of space here for it to go. And at 20 cents a call, we were able in this account to get 4 of them. Right now we're pretty even. It's up $2. But if this thing goes to, I don't know, $7 even, right? All right, well then we made $600 on our spec calls. That's good enough for me. I then sold Crowd. We were in profit on Crowd. Sold it for $5.29 credit. And you can see Crowd, when I sold it at 10:29, so 1:29 here, different time zones, which would be right pretty much 1:29 right there. Not at the top, but pretty close before it drops here. We made about $1.60 on this, so about $165 on Crowd. But I wanted to replace it, and one of the reasons is, one, it was losing relative strength, as you saw here. This is where I started losing relative strength. But I wanted to replace this, and I wanted to replace it with JPM, an extremely weak stock here. You can see here if I can get, let's see here, let's take off the, there we go. Okay. So JPM, weak all day long. Had a little bit of a pop here at the end, but it's still fine. And I did a 137, 136 put debit spread on this, and I got, I paid, let me see here, JPM, a 50-cent debit. Now, normally that's the max, right? You don't want to pay more than half the spread. It was $1 spread here. 50 cents is literally right on the line. The reason I did it is because when we got this spread, we were already below the lower strike, and I'm being able to get this for only 50 cents. Normally that's a 60-cent debit. So it was a pretty good deal for this debit. If JPM continues to show weakness, then we have 10 of these contracts. That will be $500. So we have $2,000 in potential from our, I can't even talk anymore, our Lockheed Martin call debit spread, and $500 in potential from our JP Morgan one, plus we have our Spec calls going with, oh my God, I have completely lost it, IQ. How ironic, right? So I'm just trying to keep us in a position where we can continue to grow 20 to 30% a day and get up to at least 2,000. Once we hit 2,000, we'll be able to do a lot more. It's not like it's a magic number or anything. We'll just be able to do more with more money. So that's where we are with the 5K challenge. Hopefully it continues to grow. You can see the market, but there's no point because tonight's State of the Union is watch futures during the State of the Union. The thing's going to jump all over the place depending on what he says and where and how. Well, we don't know where, but and how he says it. So who knows? Tomorrow, the market could be really reassured that energy prices are not going to go up and everything is well in hand, or investors could be freaking out that this is the end of days for them and dumping all of their positions. It literally can go either way. You just know there's going to be a lot of volatility. And volatility, like I always say, is good for day trading, but not great for swing trading, as we have found out. But we're trying to piggyback on the sectors, right? Financial is weak, defense is hot. That is what we're currently going with. We're going with the sectors, and we're going with the hottest and weakest stocks within those sectors on relative strength and relative weakness. And then when we see a switch like we did this morning with NVDA and Crowd, we quickly react to those by replacing them. Yesterday, semiconductors were a very strong sector, and we rode that, and so was cloud technology. Today, defense and finance. Tomorrow, hopefully, we can string 2 days in a row where the same damn sector is hot and weak. That would be nice, wouldn't it? We'll find out. We'll see. You know what? That might not even be in the wiki about what happens when sectors keep changing and sector rotation. If it's not, I'll put it there. And you will have to read it because it's in the damn wiki. And what do you have to do? You have to read the damn wiki all the time. Never stop reading it. Always have the wiki on you. It's a wiki life. Good night, everyone.